got to a point where I resent it a little. I don't tell them I do stand-up anymore because people will give you the same reaction all the time. They either say, make me laugh, or say something funny. And they command you. They're not just requesting it. It's like, make me laugh, say something funny. And I don't know what other job, or, well, I won't call it a job because I'm not making any money off it, that's for damn sure. But I don't know what other profession or skill set we expect people to just do their job whenever we see them, you know? When I'm out on the weekends and I'm hanging out with my girlfriends, if I go for something to eat, let's say I run into my, I don't know, gynecologist, I am not spread eagle in a booth at the TGI Fridays asking her to take a peek at my rash, you know? I mean, you know, not that I have one, that was purely for the joke. No, I mean, really, I'm going to let her have her pot stickers, enjoy her drinks, and I'll make an appointment in the morning. You watch a CSI here? Yeah. Okay, and how could you not? Because it's on every hour. All right. Yeah, you got CSI, Miami, Vegas, New York, Buffalo, Fargo. I think they're working on a Punxsutawney edition. I don't know. But it's invading my thoughts because, I know why. Because all of a sudden I'm obsessed with this idea of being brutally murdered. Yeah. And it scares me because if you ever watch those shows, they send in like a team of investigators, right, with the blue light and those little brushes. Quite frankly, I'm afraid of what they might find in my house. And no, I'm not talking about my bedroom nightstand. I'm in my 30s, I'm single, I'm allowed to have that many batteries, okay? Hey, when my remote runs low, I have to get up and change the channel, so, alright? That's all I'm saying. Anyway, no, because they get in there and they rip up floorboards, they move like, you know, things that have never been moved, like your refrigerator. I don't clean behind there. You know, I'm not what you call the neatest person. So I'm hoping if I'm ever murdered that my killer has OCD. I want them to clean up really, really well, okay? Finally, those DVDs can be alphabetized. But you know what? At the beginning of the date, they're like, oh, I hope I don't end up in your act. I kind of have this evil laugh inside my head like, well, that's all up to you now, isn't it? Let's just wait and see if you don't take me to McDonald's, okay? Now, it's tough being single, and how many single ladies do we have in here tonight? By show of applause. Okay, I'm the only one. All right, how many single men do we have here tonight is what I really need to ask. All right. Okay, one. That's why I'm single. All right, John, I guess you win. I'm going home with you tonight. You can have my camera so we can record it later. Now, when you're single, I feel sometimes like I'm the Statue of Liberty, okay? Statue of Liberty is like a welcoming sign to our country. She holds up her torch. Give me your poor, your tired, huddled masses. As a single woman, it's kind of the same thing. Give me your poor, you're tired, you're cheap, you're lying, you're cheating, you're immature, just yearning to get a piece, okay? It gets really tiring. In my 30s, I feel like I'm at a good age to date. I can date guys who are studying the history of Pearl Harbor or guys who've made history at Pearl Harbor. You know, it all depends on how much fun I want to have. You know, like what kind of night is it going to be? Keg stands at the frat house? Or maybe bingo calling at the nursing home? Like, okay, as my age goes up, apparently my criteria for a man is supposed to go down. Yeah, I didn't know this rule, but I guess they did. So I have this one friend, Sharon. Her husband, Lee, works with a lot of engineers. So they'll call me up and be like, okay, Lee followed this new guy into the bathroom. Okay? He was not wearing a wedding ring. So, we just need to know from you, what is more important, hair or teeth? I'm like, I'm sorry. Am I the only one who finds that question a problem? You know, and then I guess I turn into this like really, you know, uppity, finicky bitch. Because I want hair and teeth, okay? And then I add on a couple more things. Like, I'd love it if he had a job, yeah, that paid in American dollars. People, experts will tell you, don't write personal information on there. And I'm guilty of it. I'll do stuff like, okay, 12 o'clock, meeting the girls for lunch at Applebee's. 2 o'clock, I'm going stopping to enjoy a latte at Starbucks. 4 o'clock, going for a jog at Kirby Park, alone. 5 o'clock, wow, it sure is dark inside this trunk. Luckily, I have the glow of my BlackBerry to keep me warm, so I can fertilize my crops on Farmville. Facebook, what it would have been like in the time of Jesus. You know, like, I think some of his posts might have gone like this. 11 o'clock, this party in Cana is off the hook. 12 o'clock, oh snap, they just ran out of wine. 12:15, good thing I'm here, party's still rocking. 1 o'clock, dude, my phone is blowing up. I am not calling Judas back, that bastard. I didn't know what the iPad was. I'm like, oh, now, what the hell are the makers of Kotex coming up with now? Like, oh, something else to torture us with. You know, they're going to put in a honing device, put in the mesh layer or something. Then I got to thinking, that actually might be kind of cool, because let's face it, that time of the month, we're really bitches, are we not? You know, it could have, like, certain mood music that would just be in our pants, and we're really kind of cool.